Hi, I am Faqihah binti Suhadi with my matrix number 231314, and today I will be presenting about nuclear pores rules in protein sorting.
My name is Soraya binti Mohamad ZAID and my matrix number is 227385, and I'm going to present about the structure and the chemical properties about the nuclear pore.
Hi, my name is ARFA SAHIBA binti SAUZI with metric number 231313, and I'll be discussing and presenting about molecules that involve in nuclear pore in protein sorting process.
The structure of the nuclear pore is surrounded by a cylinder-like structure called as nuclear pore complex. It is composed of 50 core proteins known as nucleoporins. And then, the nuclear pore is a soft tangled meshwork which forms a gel-like structure due to its binding to repeated amino acid sequences. It allows free diffusion of small water-soluble molecules. On the other hand, it is also a selective transport for larger molecules, for example, nuclear localization signal and nuclear export signal. For the chemical properties of the nuclear pore is it allows simple diffusion of ions and water-soluble small molecules. Next, it also requires energy for dependent transport, as an example, active transport. So active transport is required for importing larger molecules. For instance, larger molecules like ribonucleic acids, proteins, and also enzymes. As we go deeper to the structure of the nuclear pore, we can see there were cytosolic fibrils that is located on top of the nuclear pore in the cytosolic part. There is also inner nuclear envelope that surrounded the nuclear envelope. It also contains nuclear pore complex that surrounded the nuclear pore, as I said in the previous slide. And then lastly, we have a nuclear basket which is located in the nucleus part.
Hi, I am Faiqah, and I am going to be explaining about nuclear pore's role in nuclear sorting by the protein sorting process. Firstly, its role is to act as a selective gateway. The nuclear pore will be regulate the transportation of specific macromolecules and larger molecules that can get into the and outside of the nucleus. Secondly, the nuclear pore can permeate small and water-soluble molecules. And now, let's watch an animation of how nuclear pore can carry on its role. As we can see over here, the nuclear pore can give permission towards the small and water-soluble molecules for them to move freely and non-selectively between the cytosol and the nucleus. However, for the larger molecules, it does not allow them to move between the cytosol to nucleus. Furthermore, this is a mechanism on how particles can go inside and out from the nucleus using a nuclear pore. Firstly, the NIR will recognize the signal sequence for the nuclear transport. And then, the protein and the ribosomal components are going to be transported in the assembled particles. This whole process actually requires the energy that can be obtained from the GTP hydrolysis. And then, the entry of the cargo protein need to be interact with the cytosolic fibrils on the nuclear pore in order for them to get inside the nucleus. Through this process, this will open a passage by interacting them with amino acid sequences. Finally, the cargo protein will be released as NIR and can enter the nucleus properly. And that already sums up of how nuclear pore can carry its role in protein sorting.
First, we have RNA molecule. Okay, although RNA molecule is not really a protein, but it is involved in protein sorting indirectly. After transcription in the nucleus, mRNA needs to be exported through the nuclear pore into the cytoplasm for translation. This process ensures that proteins are synthesized in the cytoplasm based on the genetic instruction from the RNA.
Okay, we start with mRNA molecule. I pick here is a mRNA transcript molecule. It and besides that, the pink structure is export sequence. Okay, to leave the nucleus, mRNA transcribed in the nucleus must have an export sequence, and then they will bind together. After the mRNA transcript molecule and the export sequence is actually binding together, they will go through to the nuclear pore from the nucleus side, and then after it got the permission from the nuclear pore, it will goes out through the cytoplasm.
Moving on to the second molecule that involved, which is nuclear import receptors, NIRs. Nuclear import receptors are essential for bringing protein like transcription factors into the nucleus. These receptors bind to the proteins with nuclear localization signal, which serve as entry pass, ensuring only the necessary proteins are allowed into the nucleus. Cargo proteins are the proteins transported through the nuclear pore, either into or out of the nucleus. These proteins are critical for various cellular function, and their regulated movement ensures proper protein sorting and cellular organization.